Red Bull on the cut. Oh my god! What an amazing race this is! So Cameron, your 2022 World Drivers Champion! Welcome to the Nigerian Grand Prix. I'm from Blade Track Sonic and Dyer's Crumbly, Chaos and Delay, Steve Santiago, Liquid, Chris Cornwell, Matthew Hart, Sebastian Cabo, Cable, Evan Donington, Thus Theo, Daniel Oksarov, Max Adley, Dominic Benedetto, Rafael Ferrari, Ayago, Matt Bong, Takuma Horn, Rego, Ultro, Heavily, and Pasquado. So here we are for the Nigerian Grand Prix here in Abuja. 5 red lights to start this race. And we go green. It's a quick reaction there. And Silla off to a great start in the Opel DP World Car. 3 wide into turn 1 this is. If some of these drivers... oh, someone's off the track. That is livery there. And out of the race goes Ayago and Ferrari. It is a pile here. Adelaide also out of the race. So many cars just hitting each other there, and it's a chaotic start to this race. Fanucci had a 5-second time penalty. We got 3 retirements already. And you see Ahmed Silla in his Opel car. Probably just relieved to have gone away from turn 1 unscathed. The race is gonna restart here. Virtual safety car coming to an end, and it has restarted. And yep, it's been a good start this for Silla. Crumbly up at the 3rd, he's had a good race start as well. Number 3 APX GP. Davey Sakiera in P4. Later like down 6th position. In his home race, this is not what he wants. Of course, he'll have a home crowd cheering for him. Which is always going to feel good actually in a racing event. And here is Eduardo making a move on Headley on the blue wall hard tyres. Final different tyre set we have for this season. Soft, medium, hard. Soft being yellow, medium being white, and of course the brand new tyre for the set. Hard being blue. It's a similar blue to the intermediate, however it's not the same blue. Just letting you know that, and these are the most durable tyre sets on the grid. If Silla, he's having a great race so far in the Opel DP world. Turning around the final corner, Fanucci is there in 2nd place, but he's got that penalty. He's over a 2nd back. Cornwell, though, in 3rd, making a good result for Jaguar at the moment. 2-3 on track. If the race was to end like this, it'd be something like a 2-11 or something. But even then, double points is good for any team. As Silla passing by there on the camera screens there. Ultra down in 19th place behind Ravo, his teammate. You can see his teammate right up ahead. Nothing to do at the moment to get by, so for now he will be staying down there in P19. Van Horn in 16th place here. You can probably see that from ahead. UK Ball, former championship leader, no longer the championship leader. That title goes to be Yes. There's UK Ball there in P12 as Andale. I think he started P5, now down in 7th, livery in 9th, so Opel running a good race as well at the moment. Well, can livery make up any places to get closer towards his teammate? Well, that's what we're going to try and find out. Active arrow is on, and he gets closer and closer to Ocampo, lurking around, trying to get a move at some point. Bad out there in 17th place. It's been a bit of a boring one for him. Of course, chaos at turn 1 and start of the race has obviously impacted some drivers. Silla though just showing pure skill with his driving. He's been driving amazingly today. And by the way, softs only just, yeah, those are softs. They're only just starting to show signs of wear after 4 complete laps. So yeah, I wasn't lying when I said these tires do really show a lot of, low wear. My apologies for stuttering, I just don't know what to say right now. We're back on these cameras, we're looking at Taco Man, Hornet and Toro Rosso. And now we're going to be looking at Ultra Bro on the hard tyres. It's truly an interesting tyre to look at, if I do say so myself. Ultra closing in closer and closer to Revo. Colwell making the first pit stop of the day, as he's going to be moving on to a fresh set of tyres, whatever that tyre compound may be. So Kira now in a 3rd position after Colwell pit, and Colwell's onto hard tyres. So that should be enough for him to get the end of the race easily. We'll just have to see how it goes for him. But yeah, he should be getting to the end without any problems here today. Number 96 Jaguar doing well. Of course, he was P3 before. Let's see where it will be after all the pit stops have occurred. I will say so now. Ferrucci closing in the gap to Armand Silla, as Silla's softs are wearing out and Ferrucci's mediums are doing well. In the pit stop for the first time, there's Crumbly and the CO. Their tyres very much worn out. Of course, Crumbly already a race winner after only doing 1 race in the championship. Moving on to hard tyres there. And there we go, he's out the pits. You look clean air in front and behind him, which is perfect for him. Ferrucci closing in that gap to Silla. I think Silla's going to be coming in this lap though. His tyres are worn out, so it would make sense to come in. And there is Ferrucci, and Silla slowing all the way down to get into the pit. That's held up Ferrucci a bit. And more drivers start to come into the pits. Later Sonic on the medium comes in, which is a very big surprise to me. Hyperdrive clearly unhappy with going longer than what people on soft are doing, and they move him over onto the hard tyres, but he's been held up a little bit. Being held up is always bad. It's being seriously always bad. Active arrow enables, UK ball gets closer and closer to Ezra Donington, who was a bit of an interesting driver last race after some of the chaos that had happened. He's had a very shaky start to his Formula 1 career, and it is very much showing that WEC is providing experience to the drivers. No matter how long or how short a season would be, it's providing experience, and it's very clearly showing, because everybody's coming out of nowhere. He's not had a good race last time out. Coming up has that WEC experience, and it's helped him massively. There's Adelaide and Donington into the pit lane. Donington moving on to a fresh set of tyres, which are the soft compound tyres, as he gets a little bit held up by Adelaide, who leaves the pits. Number 14 coming out. He's got some lovely clean air, which is what you'll love to see. Campo ahead of Livery trying to close in, but the whole time he's never been able to close in on him. Yeah, Adelaide secured onto a 2-stop strategy. Now that is something I've noticed, because yeah, it looks like the soft tyres, so the medium tyres won't be lasting that long. They'll last around half a race. I mean, for Adelaide, it could be possible to, go to the end. His tyres will be very worn out, as Donington fastest in that last sector, so he's showing he does have pace in the Williams. And right ahead is Revo and Ferrucci doing well in this race, but Silla I just noticed that Silla pitted way earlier, and he's gained heaps of time there. And he tries to go around the outside of his teammate, and he does so. He gets around livery. And looks like he's been a little bit held up. And the camera and livery both pull into the pit lane. Through the back goes Cornwell. He's been on his tyres now for 5 laps in this race. He'll try and close it on Silla, Crumbly right behind on fresher tyres than Cornwell. So yeah, this race really being shaped up on strategies, but like, it's really interesting to see the strategies we're getting right now. Such a big variety, and that's what the point of these tie sets are. The whole point is to shape different strategies into different races. He came on fast in that first sector. He is down there in 15th place. He's had a really bad run of races as of recently. Yeah, of course he was leading the championship after round 3, but he's no longer leading it. As here in round 6, he's really got to do something, but I doubt that's going to happen. However, you never know, because this grid is actually really close. Lap 12 out of 18, Silla's tyres are wearing out. Cornwell's tyres are going to make it to the end of the race, I think. Same thing for Crumbly and Davies Kiara. Ultra is still yet to pit. However, what lap will he pit? Well, that's what I want to find out. As Bob Sar's fastest lap of this race. As through there goes versus Theo. Ultra's going to try and defend this one. He's actually fighting for position right now, so that's a big shock to me, actually. Didn't really expect Ultra to fight there, but he did actually give it a bit of a go. As Bridgehouse like finds some room here, and he's going to move through in a 7th, but Ultra fighting it for 6th. And now finally, BDS up in a 7th position. And actually Hart into the pit lane, 2nd pit stop of the day for him. Just what tyre is he going to go on to? What tyre have Apex prepared for him? As there we go, they're changing the tyres right now. Grabbing that new tyre, and it is soft on for him. Campbell though suffering a penalty for causing a collision. I wonder where the collision was, but yeah, he's been penalised for it. Now to Meadow trying to fight Eduardo, moving ahead of Eduardo. But you can really see the hards being the most durable tyre we've got. As you can see, they're still surviving somehow. And over here trying to move ahead of some people. Silla into the pit lane though, that's going to be a big thing in this race. On a hard, inters those are. Armin Silla onto intermediate tyres. That is definitely a shock in this race because there's no rain right now. And maybe that's why Ultra and Eduardo sit out. No, Eduardo's pit, he just came at the pits for inters. Surely the tyres are going to be boiling though, right? Unless we have got cool temperatures. The tyres are at 97 degrees right now. 96. Probably the leader of this race now. Right behind is Cornwell. They're going to have to hope that the rain doesn't just fall down suddenly. Yeah, this feels like a Malaysia situation. Of course, this now means the last 3 races we've had rain. Because I expect rain's about to come any time now. Yeah, I remember in Malaysia, people started to put onto inters and then only a couple of laps later did the rain start to fall. Of course, this is a short lap, less than 50 seconds in fact. A very short lap. So maybe a couple laps longer than Malaysia, but yeah, skies are definitely getting darker. And I don't understand why people put onto inters now. I mean, Silla's tyres are cooling. Lap 15 out of 18. And yeah, the guys at the top are all staying out. Bledjar's like staying out. I don't understand why people are out in front of start to pit. More notably Silla, because he's just took a massive gamble. Doings is in, his tyres are already warm, so he may as well do anything. Yeah, he's got inters on. So once again, this is another interesting event here. Crumply, though, once again finding himself in a race-leading position. Like, what is this man doing? Niles Crumply has just stepped into the seat of Rocket Crumply. And there we go, there's the rain. The rain's falling. Alright. And for Ahmed Silla, he's got 13 seconds to make up. 2 laps to do it. Can he do it? That is the big question of this race now. The rain's here. Silla is the lead driver on intermediates. He's now going to find his way through the field. He's going to have to pull over to gain more speed. Yeah, he's just losing time. Silla is now losing time because he can't find the space to make an overtake. So yeah, his race might pretty much be ruined. For Nice Company though, and APX F1, they're giving their own battle-ish. It's not really a battle. Like, it's really hard to battle when you're on slicks. And the conditions out there are wet and slippery. They still can't find a single place to make an overtake on anyone. At this rate, there's going to be no way he wins this race. APX F1 though, he's going to try and do his best. Slicks in the wet conditions. That's just a combo for danger. But yet he's managing well. Niles Crumply, leader of this race. He's not got long left. Van Horn's got a penalty for causing collision, and Silla has found some room. He's off the track a bit, and he's finally found some places. Not enough places though. But he's going to try and recover as much as he can. It's chaos here. But here we go. For only a couple more corners to go. It's going to be 2 races completed, 2 races participated, and 2 wins for Niles Crumply, who gets back-to-back victories. He wins the Abuja Grand Prix for APX F1. Cornwell finishes 3rd from Blade Dragon Sonic. Silla's up in 9th now, and he gets ahead of his teammates. And he's going to get ahead of UK Ball. That's another place that's more danger to his championship, as he even loses the place out of Fanucci. Silla's, though, coming home for 7th. That gamble, by far not worth it. Yeah, what a cool against the race with the rain coming in out of nowhere. Also, massive shout out to Ultra Bro, completing the entire race on 1 set of hard tyres. He may have been last, but not that often you see drivers fully complete a race on 1 tyre. But Niles Crumply, well done to you, man. He's competed in 2 races, and he's won both races. APX F1 in 2nd place for Atlas Ford, and Chris Cornwell picking up his first podium for Jaguar. So with that, for the 2nd race running, let's listen to the Hungarian national anthem. So currently winner of today's race from APX F1 and Chris Cornwell. After that is BDS, Andale, Ravo, Silla, Fanucci, UK Ball, Livery, Develito, Hart, Vasio, Donington, Montasarov, Headley, Fong, Ocampo, Van Horn, Eduardo, and Ultrabro, with Adelaide, Iago, and Ferrari all retiring from the race. And with that, we are done in Abuja. That's round 6 complete. See you next time, round 7, when F1 Classic returns.